Well, Nitish Kumar was once referred to as Sushasan Babu, but as Nitish changed alliance partners, switching between political ideologies, he was mockingly called Paltu Ram. As was once famously said, there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. And that's what Bihar politics proves. Take a look at this. In 2013, after years of an alliance with the BJP, Nitish Kumar decided to break that alliance. Why? Because it became apparent that Narendra Modi was going to be the NDA's prime ministerial face. And what did Nitish Kumar call Narendra Modi at that time? He referred to him as Hitler, saying it's not just dictatorship, it's fascism, and those who believe in fascism, their icon is Hitler. That's the word that he used for Prime Minister Modi. Then in 2015, Prime Minister Modi spoke on Nitish Kumar and the fact that he was constantly changing allies. He said there is some problem with Nitish Kumar's DNA. There was a major issue made out by Nitish Kumar over this comment of Prime Minister Modi, which he said at a rally in Muzaffarpur, and this was a clear reference to the political allegiance that Nitish Kumar kept changing. Meanwhile, in 2015, Nitish Kumar tweeted, and this was with reference to Lalu Yadav, because a lot of people questioned how the Nitish Kumar government is going to work with RJD, which had in the past been infamous for corruption. He said that Bihar's development is his sole agenda, and he made a reference in Hindi to a word snake. So here's the word that he in fact tweeted, bhujang, which means a snake wrapped around a sandalwood tree. He said the sandalwood tree doesn't lose its fragrance. So the reference for a snake was to Lalu, though Nitish denied that. But Lalu Yadav clearly called him a snake. In 2017, Lalu Prasad tweeted about Nitish Kumar, and we'll just take you through that tweet in a bit. But before that, here's something that Tejashwi has also said for Nitish Kumar. He has spoken about Nitish Kumar being corrupt. And why? Because Nitish Kumar broke the alliance with the RJD the last time around, giving a hint that he was fed up with the corruption charges against Tejashwi. And Tejashwi then called him the Bhishma Pitama of corruption. That is a big person who is indulging in corruption. And here's the Lalu Prasad tweet I was referring to, where he calls Nitish Kumar a snake. Nitish Saap hai, means he's like a snake who keeps changing his skin, shedding his skin and acquiring a new skin. Again, Lalu Prasad hitting out at Nitish for the changing allies that Nitish Kumar chooses. But now, as the irony is, they are once again in alliance, Lalu Prasad and Nitish Kumar.